In this video, I'm going to tell you about 4 unhelpful ways we deal with powerful feelings, and I'm also going to give you a 4-step plan to help you instead. The way we deal with our emotions is absolutely critical in terms of our relationship with others as well as ourselves. Being an emotionally fulfilled person makes us happier and creates better relationships in our lives, whereas unresolved emotional pain weakens or destroys intimacy and drives others away. We humans are naturally emotional creatures, but in our culture, men especially have a strong tendency to avoid rather than celebrate strong emotion. We all know how distressing it can be to feel extremely sad or angry or jealous or hurt. Most of us would prefer not to have these emotions at all and will do anything in our power to avoid them, including many varieties of addictive behaviour to substances, behaviours and processes. But even when they feel terrible, powerful negative emotions are truly our friends. They come straight from our subconscious minds, and their job is to tell us that something in our life needs to change. Think of your subconscious mind as an inner being who knows everything about you. A stubborn but simple creature who won't always tell you what you want to hear. Your subconscious mind doesn't like risk, so it can't tell the difference between risk that might be good for us or risk that will result in failure. When we've set ourselves big and ambitious goals, we need to challenge our subconscious mind at times and tell it to back off, because we know things that it doesn't. If despite this strong negative emotion persists, we need to pay close attention, because it's giving us a warning we shouldn't ignore. People who haven't learned how to harness the power of strong emotion often react in one of 4 ways. The first way is denial. Denial is a refusal to accept our feelings, making us behave as if they don't matter. For example, we suppress our anger and put up with someone behaving badly towards us because we've made ourselves believe they're more important than us. If we do this, our subconscious mind will protest and send us unpleasant physical or mental symptoms instead, to make us pay attention to the very real harm that is being done to us. The second way people deal with strong emotion is acting out. Acting out is performing an extreme and angry or violent behaviour in order to express the thoughts or feelings we feel incapable of owning. Instead of saying, "I'm angry with you," we may instead throw a book, scream and shout, or punch a hole in a wall. This is the fastest way to destroy intimacy for good. It's the ultimate self-sabotage. The third way people deal with strong negative emotion is projection. Projection is when we place our unwanted thoughts or feelings onto someone else, so we don't have to take responsibility for them ourselves. So, for example, we'll accuse our partner of cheating when we're the cheat instead. Or we'll accuse them of being a loser because secretly we feel like the loser. The fourth way people deal with negative emotion is transference. This is where we inappropriately transfer our feelings and attitudes about a person or situation in the past to a person or situation in the present. I saw this when I worked in corporate environments. People would make their co-workers or bosses into their much-hated brother, sister, mother or father so they could reenact and achieve victory over their ancient struggles. They turned their victims into scapegoats and did everything they could to make their lives miserable. Transference is at the root of most workplace bullying. Denial, acting out, projection and transference are all unhelpful ways of coping with strong emotion. They will harm, if not destroy, our relationships and drive love and intimacy away. If we want to attract great people instead of pushing them away, we need to put these behaviours down forever. The truth is, it can be hard to do this alone. We're social creatures and we need others to help us and love us when we're trying to get it right. So always reach out if you need help. No one should ever feel or be alone if they're struggling to be a better person. To help yourself to more emotional intelligence, here's a 4-step plan that you can do by yourself. Step 1 is to name the feelings and their cause. Anger, worry and sadness are the headline emotions, and it's very common in challenging situations to feel a mixture of all three. Write them down along with the situation that's causing them. Step 2 is to identify the message your subconscious mind is sending you through these feelings. Here are some examples. A feeling of loneliness is your subconscious mind telling you to get more intimacy and connection in your life. A feeling of hatred is telling you to get away from someone who will hurt you as fast as you can. Worry is telling you, I'm not sure you can handle that, you need to make a plan. Sadness is telling you to get back something that you've lost. Step 3 is to make a plan that addresses the situation and your feelings about it. The plan can be a simple one, but you need to make sure that it gets to the heart of the problem. Step 4 is to execute your plan in the time you've allocated for it. This is how you build trust with yourself and prove to your subconscious mind that you'll keep your promises. If you make a plan but don't stick to it or do it half-heartedly, more tension will arise and your subconscious mind will keep sending you stronger and more difficult feelings. If you commit to anything, always be all in. The plan may take a long time to execute if the problem is a big one, but it doesn't matter. Even if you've made a start, you'll feel much better about yourself. Practice this 4-step plan as often as you can and watch your emotional thermometer start to climb, bringing you the wonderful reward of better relationships with others as well as peace within yourself. My name is Jane Vayler and I'd like to welcome you to my video series for entrepreneurs like you who want to be the very best versions of yourselves. I've spent many years on the front line of business relationships and I believe that success starts with you. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a like and leave a comment which I promise I'll read. If you've got ideas for other topics you'd like me to address in my series, please let me know, as I want to create incredible value for you. Thank you for watching. I'm so glad to have you on board.